At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Here we go.
Fields going to throw right away. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Here we go. Up. Right.
Fields. He'll get that complete to Franklin. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Fields throwing again. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bucky Irving with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You look at this Steeler defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Thomas. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. You look at this Bears defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I'm so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Irving is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here we go, Smith. Kelsey. Hey, Ken.
Out of the gun, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down and 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No, fuck, man. That's me, fucked up.
An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3.
I had like 7 plays on it once.
Will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run with Irving. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Bucky Irving on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence, Olave over the middle, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here
we go. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Now the Steelers.
Oh, I didn't think he was still throw that. Like,
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To the air again, Fields. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Good.
In motion goes the tight end.
Go.
Now it's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Cam. You got a mini base. Why not?
Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Now Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And fights him off, eluding the pressure right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again is Fields.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Bucky Irving
From 13 yards out.
and the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Olave holds it in.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he fends him off, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fields looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
It almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
Easy. Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Now a give. Irving running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Lawrence from his end zone.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Same break. 11. Go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
11. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The pass caught by Olave. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Fields now to throw.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, son.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now Fields.
And it's caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really partner on offense or on defense.